Hello and welcome back! This is Giraffe Reaction Zone and this is a serious episode. We're gonna see everything progressing and then after the whole reaction we're gonna have massive revelation, massive reveal, massive amount of strength of Crocodile, the 7th warlord, because I'm gonna tell you the full justification, the minimum, maximum, average, everything about Crocodile, and you're gonna know a lot. Who is stronger, how much is stronger, who is weaker. Mihawk, Crocodile, Luffy, Smoker, Dragon, you're gonna know everything in the power level section. See ya. Episode 111, ladies and gents, and this is the big one, so we need to be super serious because this is actually a worst case scenario, something which was kind of easy to predict. Luffy lost to the 7th warlord Crocodile. In fact, he is heavily wounded, at the very least. Not sure he is still alive. And the sandstorm's coming for Yuba. Yes, that's the side effect of the battle. Still lives, but the sandstorm is coming. And Luffy, I'm not so sure now. Holy shit.
まさかまだ生きてるだと
So he's alive, but that wound is massive. No way.
なにこの砂を越えれば雨は降る
So what happened to the crew now if Luffy is dead? Or somebody will save him, but nobody is even going that direction, and this is the entire crew, including Vivi. Smoker? Maybe. Smoker is in rain base, he saw the sandstorm. That's Smoker, yeah? So what, he's going in Luffy's direction? If not, it's gonna be really bad, because he is kind of debted because Luffy saved his life, so now Smoker should technically save Luffy's life, right? That would make some sense.
急用ができた一旦俺は海へ出る
But who's gonna save Luffy if Smoker is going on the sea?
命令を
Okay, so she decided to go after Luffy anyway.
やべえぞまずいぞこれ見ろこの海みてえに広い川をのんきに泳いでたら間に合わねえぞそれに見ろ川を越えたらまた何十キロも砂漠がある
ハサミくんそうだハサミは踊り子が大好きこれでいいの多分
What, she's gonna dance just to go through? No way. Oh, so she just show him that she's a dancer. He's going through the river. He's singing. A chopper! Oh yeah, because he have a devil fruit, he can't swim. Why not tame this fish to go to the other side of the river? Hello? What's that? Ah, Kung Fu Dugongs! Yeah, so they actually came with some sort. Yeah, so what now? You have no transport and you still have a big ground to cover. Nobody should know your location right now. And from what hell of a sake Karoo knows her location and he even bring reinforcements. How? That's so ridiculous. Don't need anybody's help, he can hang on. So somebody actually... What? Why? The name of D. What's she mean? What's she mean? A pointless question.
見つけたぞ
And how you find them?
ちょうどよかった。その子を助けてあげたら。
待っていろコブラ
アラバスタは俺たちが守る。
So they still not make it there, but they coming.
何か起きたとしか考えられない。
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, we know it was Mr. 2, but that's really makes sense to assume. Even I was assuming that at the very beginning that he was threatened before Mr. 2 showed himself. Those two. Mr. 4, right? And there's the king. Situation looking really tough and bad. Even if Luffy get back somehow, don't forget he's very heavily wounded. He have no chance with Crocodile anyway. Ace is not here. Smoker going on the sea. There's no chance Zoro can handle it. There's nobody in the kingdom, not even 1 million people will actually hurt him because he cannot be hurt. I mean, they should develop some kind of strategy to fight devil fruits, right? Devil fruit users. Like Smoker have this weapon that's taking away Luffy's strength when he touches, or the prison cell. They should have some kind of weapons of that. If people like Crocodile, or even Smoker, like character will show up. That's the episode. The Luffy is heavy injured. There is not really time for laughing, for any kind of jokes. And yeah, I'm not seeing anywhere progressing, even though everybody would be defeated. Let's say, assume completely worse for Crocodile. Nobody can even touch Crocodile. Nobody. If you know the answer of how we can deal with Crocodile, don't give me a like, give me subscribe, then I will know I missed something. And let's proceed to the next one. Episode 112. So Luffy is barely alive. But he got somebody who treat him, but completely unexpected. He's definitely gonna pay. You cannot do anything, Luffy. Okay, the rebellion is going like they never gonna get it there. Looks like everybody can get to this capital, and looks like they're going through the desert for 4 episodes as well. So they just station just in case, yeah? No way, they just came. Yeah, that's what I was saying. The revolutionary army is purposely slowing down. Supersonic ducks. Holy moly. Yeah, but the it's... Firstly, they shouldn't even get the ducks. Secondly, war should start already. And they are so slow, at least on this shot. Yeah. Zoro, I'm the real Vivi! Holy moly! Zoro pretending to be princess. Oh, that's better than Sanji's Mr. Prince. Zoro, Mrs. Princess. Even Camel pretending to be princess. Must not be allowed to met. Okay, no matter what. No way that one team was Soppo and Camel, that's it. How they gonna deal with them? The strongest team is Chopper and Sanji. So they coming back, or maybe not, maybe few more episodes. Not mention that Vivi and the others are already here. But how are you gonna stop the whole army which is at full speed? Doesn't matter if it's a camel or horses, they cannot just stop right there. And they even will stop if there's only one person there. Stop, rebel army. Do you think your voice will be even loud enough when the whole army is running with on camels? You need to have something very loud. Alright, so what's gonna happen now? The cannon exploded, there's no visibility at all. He spotted her at the first point. Wow, yeah, Vivi failed. There's no chance he can spot her now. Everything's still going accordingly to Crocodile. Now there is completely no chance. Oh, is she alive? Is the duck alive? This person, I don't know why, but they make this character so unlikable, for me at least.
この鳥はもうダメだ。
その鳥、ウソップさん、証明して。
えら、違う。
ウソップ、おい、ウソップ。
Even the camel got screamed.
タイ野郎の変身は完璧だ。この包帯を取って印を見せ合う。それができなきゃ偽物だ。
Two-stage plan. Uncharacteristically smart of you. Zoro, Sanji, they always arguing. That's perfect, actually. Yeah, that's why Zoro. Yeah, I was thinking what kind of idea he had. I was actually thinking it's only rapping Zoro. All right, the rebellion wasn't stopped. Luffy is on the verge looking for the medic, doctor, or meat. I don't know which one will be better for him. They make a pretty damn good idea about getting into the Alabasta, and they basically fool every single agent of Baroque Works. Unfortunately, Usopp couldn't handle. There was one small mistake that Usopp couldn't handle the agent alone, especially with the camel was given to him. He's supposed to spread the strength evenly, like Zoro. I think in the case of Zoro, he should go with a camel, and then Sanji should go with Nami. That would be best, I think. Then Usopp and Chopper, something. Yeah, Usopp is stronger than Nami. Yeah, and then Usopp and Chopper, something like that. But no, definitely not Usopp and Camel. That's the biggest mistake. Because of that, Mr. To get to the Vivi, but eventually it's too late, because even if he get there or not, the rebellion is not stopped. If she will succeed, then he will be already too late as well. I was so annoyed. A part of the desert in the past that it took 4 episodes. In this case, I'm also kind of annoyed of the revolutionary army, because they are on the camels. They are traveling way longer than the whole Straw Hats. They had less ground to cover. The only advantage for Straw Hats, they had better transportation in case of, but they still have to go through the river when the revolutionary army don't. I'm so disappointed that they took too much time, but I understand that the story has to be told somehow. That's a big minus. The way how they traveled, I know it was supersonic fast, the crab, the dugongs, okay, I got that, but that's still not good enough for me to convince that they are actually ahead of Rebellion. I'm completely not taking that. I don't even know where is Crocodile, to be honest. I don't know who met Sanji. Unfortunately, I cannot recall it. If Sanji dealt with the agent who was following him, because every group was spread and every agent was 3 of them. It was 1, 2, and 4 was following each of them. So I don't know which one end up with Sanji. Oh, that's weird, because I also cannot recall it with who Sanji was, unfortunately. But the other guy, if he actually have to face the agent, would be problematic. The war started. The Baroque Works, the plan of Crocodile is perfectly, even though the Vivi was there, the make on time, the cannon shot was perfect in case of that. That was the best part of the order given by Crocodile, because it has to go from him. That was perfectly executed. So what now? I had no idea. Let's go to the power levels now. Welcome to power levels, and in this power level section you're gonna be surprised, because it is time to assess the full strength, the minimum and maximum, as well as average strength. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. Banana Gator. Yes, the crocodile who was raised, I think, by Crocodile. But also at the second position you're gonna have Crocodile, and guess what? Minimum, maximum, average, full justification of his strength. Yes. But before that, we need to bring ourselves all the rules what we justifying for, which is, first of all, is the winning by 1 punch. If the character can win a fight with a 1 punch, we justify he's twice stronger. The second rule is winning without fighting seriously. It don't has to happen with 1 punch. It just win, but if the character really playing around, that means he's 10 times stronger. And the third rule is basically applying both previous rules, which is not fighting seriously and winning with 1 punch, which gives him 20 times stronger. So let's go back to video now, starting off from Banana Gator. So it was stated in the episode they actually hunting on the, what was their name? Those beasts which are swimming in a Campbell, Sea Kings. that was Seekings, but I'm not really believing that because it's not confirmed, and you know how curious I am in case of confirmation. I know it's some people saying that sometimes I believe, but I rather do not believe that. But I'm gonna take a credit of that, and I'm gonna put minimum strength of Banana Gator as a Grand Line monster level. I'm gonna treat him as a Grand Line monster. I'm actually happy with that because they are actually monsters. So Banana Gator, minimum strength 178, which is Grand Line monster level. In case of maximum strength of Banana Gator, it is very simply because we know the rules. Sanji, Mr. Prince came for a rescue, and the very first thing was he one-shotted a Banana Gator. That's it. He won with a one punch, bam. Did he was fighting seriously? Pretty sure. So yeah, we are applying winning by one punch, which means Sanji is at least twice stronger, which means Banana Gator is at most twice weaker than Sanji, and Sanji is 510, Banana Gator 255 maximum strength. And this gives, ladies and gents, the average strength of 217. Pretty damn strong. Next, the all what you wise waiting for, the one of the 7 warlords of the sea, Crocodile. Speaking of his minimum strength, he is the holding, he is a powerful 408 strong, carrying, reigning the position of the 7th warlord. And now, what's gonna be his minimum strength after those episodes? You're not gonna believe it. I'm gonna give you the numbers right away. His minimum strength is gonna be 6,000. Yes, 6,000 minimum strength, and I'm gonna tell you why it's so big. Where Ace minimum strength is 925, Smoker average strength is 925, Dragon minimum strength is 925, and the Giants from Little Garden 2,400, and him have 6,000. That's already like one-shotting the giant, right? I mean, not really, actually, in this case, because if you one-shotting another character, you need to have his average strength, not minimum strength. And in those who literally not have a maximum strength, they can't one-shot him, unless the giants will be very weak. We don't know, he's their maximum strength. The same for others. Yes, he technically one-shotting every single other characters, and this is very likely. Because if he gonna play like that with every single one Zoro, what he's gonna do? At one point he's gonna probably get one-shotted. Or even Smoker, but with Smoker it's kind of different. That's why I'm saying these power levels are not the indicators that you're gonna win the fight. Not all the time that is possible, actually. This is very likely in case if they are at least twice stronger with these power levels. It is very likely they're gonna win with one shot, or not really one shot, but they clearly gonna win. I can bet on my money on that if they are having twice the number, they will win. Not really with one shot. One shot is just the indicator for me to assess it better. That's the rule. And if I were gonna follow the rule all the time, I'm not gonna be mistaken. Because the one rule is followed from the very beginning of the series. So, speaking of his maximum strength, you're waiting for it, isn't it? So let's speak about it for a little bit. So, obviously I'm gonna be talking about the fight between Mihawk and Zoro. Obviously I'm gonna bring that fight, you will see why, and obviously I'm gonna speak about fight between Luffy and Crocodile. So basically why I'm bringing that back, because those two fights are extremely similar. In both cases there is a warlord, which is less important, but both of them having a really skyrocketing, really strong character, and the other one is strong, is set up strength, but not as good as it is. So in both scenario, in both fights, Mihawk was using his small dagger, small kitchen knife to fight Zoro. On the other side, Crocodile was giving him 3 minutes that he's gonna play with him. Which means in both cases, both of them was not fighting seriously. And then the fight starts. And they were playing each other. Mihawk moving left and right, his small kitchen knife, stopping Zoro, hitting him with a bare hand instead of a knife, actually. And the same we're having with Crocodile. He just let Luffy hit him with totally no result and just laugh to the face about that. Yeah, that's what Crocodile was aiming to do, and he did it eventually. Yes, he was having few attacks here and there, Crocodile as well. Obviously, Mihawk also has having an attacks. The difference, now I'm gonna speak about difference, between Mihawk and Crocodile is that when Mihawk actually kind of used his main sword, still not really fighting seriously because he doesn't use a named attack, he finished Zoro. That's why he was at least 20 times stronger than Zoro. In case of Crocodile and Luffy, Crocodile was using an attacks, was using named attacks, which is already kind of telling. And most importantly, Luffy was dodging some of the attacks, which means Crocodile will not win with Luffy with one punch, even though he actually stabbed him, pierced him properly, one punch basically one punch KO. He will not win with Luffy with one punch because he used several attacks before that, which already means that Crocodile cannot win with Luffy with one punch. Some of you will say, okay, so if he's not twice stronger than Luffy, because that's what this rule indicates, why he's at least 6,000 instead of not 1,020 at most, 1,200. Because all of that happened and Crocodile, all the fight, not even those first 3 minutes, entire fight, he wasn't fighting seriously. He all the time was talking, let Luffy hit him every single time. Even when those 3 minutes finished, he used his sandstorm attack, not even pointing at Luffy. Luffy was literally standing next to it. That wasn't direct hit at all. Luffy didn't even dodge this. He purposely did that because he was aiming Yuba. He wanted to show Luffy that how strong, how big league he is compared to Luffy. And then Luffy ran into that sandstorm. He was blown away. And Crocodile wasn't fighting seriously, because if he would, he will target that on Luffy, right? And then he was grabbing Luffy at the end. Stop this, he was saying, grabbing him. Yeah, and then the attack happened. Pierced him through. But yet again, Crocodile at that point even tried. No. He was prepared that Luffy gonna punch him, but Luffy didn't even punching him. It was like, I don't know what's happening to Luffy, to his... It's like his brain was like he was bullying Vivi before. Now he was trying to do the same thing with Luffy's confidence, especially when Luffy was quite mouthy, quite rude to Crocodile, making fun of him. So he wanted to pay him back. So how all of that means in case of maximum strength of Crocodile? So I'm gonna tell you right now. Let's apply the rules, yeah? Crocodile does not win with Luffy with one punch, but Crocodile wasn't fighting seriously, and Crocodile win while wasn't fighting seriously. Which is why it's 10 times 600, 6,000 minimum strength. And in case of maximum strength, because first rule failed, because he doesn't won with one punch, that means we cannot apply two rules, which is not fighting seriously and winning with one punch, because he wasn't fighting seriously, and while he was not fighting seriously, he couldn't beat Luffy with one punch, which means he is not 20 times stronger than Luffy, and 600 times 20 is 12,000. But then we have to reconsider what kind of damage after the fight and what kind of state after the fight Luffy was. Because that's also important. Because if he was just KO, like unconscious, okay, 20 times 600. But if Luffy is pierced through on the verge of death or dead, then we have to apply all of that to Luffy's maximum strength. And Luffy, if it's like get up 5 minutes later but it's already over the fight, then we're applying minimum strength. But at this point Luffy was pierced through, was on the verge of death at this point. So Crocodile was even buried him in the sand. Literally, if Miss All Sunday and the strongest warrior of Alabasta will not show up, Luffy would be dead. That's why I'm multiplying 20 times Luffy's maximum strength, like I did in the past in a comparison to Mihawk's fight when I applied 20 times. Because when Mihawk was fighting Zoro, he was also damaged Zoro to such a point that Zoro was on the verge of death. He had so big scar, he still have this scar. Same as Luffy, he was buried in the ground. This is a critical hit. So I'm gonna put 20 times 800 Luffy's maximum strength for Crocodile's sake. And Crocodile, ladies and gents, is having a range between 6,000 and 60,000, which is 20 times 800, and that gives average strength of 11,000. Ladies and gents, case closed. Warlord of the Sea, one of the 7th, strength justified. Hell yeah! And now let's go and check how they are looks like in the ranking. So obviously let's start from Banana Gator. So Banana Gator is on position 24, ladies and gents, and he's right below Hachi, which is perfect fit, because there is like 17, let me double check. There is like 14 point strength between them, but Hachi is a fishman, so he kind of supposed to be stronger, especially when he was rising Momu, so he should take care of those Grand Line monsters. He should be technically stronger than them. And he's vice captain of the Iron Pirate, so obviously he being above him, it's a fair point. Then obviously it's Dinosaurs, but Dinosaurs is different story. It's not a Grand Line monster which is under the sea, it's on the land. So kind of different monster. On the other side, the Banana Gator crushing. It's stronger than Tashigi, and fair point, I'm not seeing actually fight between Banana Gator and Tashigi being good in Tashigi's favor. Actually, might be, it will be pretty even fight still though, but don't make me wrong, but I'm having that the advantage will be on Banana Gator. And then we have, ladies and gents, okay, Mr. 4 I'm not counting, which is lower because it's minimum strength, but then it's Mr. 3, and then Mr. 3 was actually standing next to Banana Gator, and then yes, Sanji was kicking the Banana Gator, knock him out, and then Mr. 3 was literally off screen, which also means he's losing to one punch. So yeah, this is a perfect match. Now let's go to Crocodile, and he's definitely on position number 2. Not the strongest character from the series, because the strongest characters on the series is that guy who was not fighting seriously and yet win a fight with one punch, one movement. Not even named attack, ladies and gents. Not even named attack. Obviously, Hawkeye Mihawk would be stronger than Crocodile, and even though both of them having the 7 Warlords title, it is still easy to say they are clearly top 2D strongest characters so far. Top 1 and top 2. Their strength is kind of big difference actually, because it's 5,000 from Crocodile's average and Mihawk minimum strength. But yeah, looks like they are not super equally strong. Don't make me wrong, they are actually pretty strong and equal. Still, compared to every single other characters, maybe except of those one fully justified, the others would struggle a lot. I'm not sure how actually Mihawk could win with Smoker actually. This one will be, and the Buggy as well, because Buggy is already cutted person. Anyway, they are like, you know, the natural defense is the strong, the overly defensive fruit. The same with actually with Crocodile. If Mihawk will actually fight Crocodile, I'm not sure how Mihawk will handle that, but probably that's a melody for the future, because there has to be a technique how to beat them. In fact, Someone has to get rid Crocodile from Alabasta Saga, unless we just running away from Alabasta and let the kingdom fall in the ashes. And then we, as a pirate, as a straw hat, just take care of Vivi and just run away. And then come back when we will get stronger. That actually would be pretty good damn story. On position number 3 and 4 are the giants, which they are the strongest so far, the biggest as well. And then we have the giant eater, so it's another giant. So position 3, 4 and 5 is occupied by the giants. And then we have undefined still characters like Dragon and Ace, which they don't have the maximum strength, so that's hard to tell. With Crocodile, might be wavering, but they still, the minimum strength is so low. But on the other side, there was no big justification how to tell they are stronger, because Ace didn't took a fight with Smoker, the same as Dragon. And then obviously you have all the first-rate still characters from the beginning of the series, still having 2 titles, Grand Line Monster and Faster Than a Bullet, so they are still top characters. Yeah! So Crocodile crashes. Let's see how Crocodile's agents looks in comparison to Straw Hats, and that's gonna be in the next episode.